Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Town Faith.
Snacktown Faith, ladies and gentlemen.
You got my boy Josh over here.
That's right. This is my brother TJ.
Yes, sir. Give me a fist bump.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back for another episode.
Yes, to the Snacktown Faith Studios right here in the heart of Hanover.
Absolutely. If you haven't watched, it's been so long now that I actually have a beard.
He's got a beard
I
now.
have a full-on beard now. I didn't have this
now
before.
He looks good. You know?
now I look. I didn't look good before, but now I do.
Yes. You're looking great. I'm ready for another episode of Snacktown Faith. That's
Absolutely.
right. We're coming at you today. And you know, we're excited because we're part of a church.
Yes,
it's
the
called
Chapel.
The Chapel. We have
Chapel
two
of Hanover.
locations.
Yep.
On Bollinger Road in Littlestown and one in Hanover on Westminster Avenue in the True North building, the
Come on
amazing
by.
kids club.
Stop by.
Yep.
I think it's super fun. I remember when I first came in, I was a little offish, and then I got warmed up really, really fast because Josh plays games.
I love games.
Before he does
do
anything, he starts off with a game, and it's so fun.
Yep, and we love the Lord. You know, I think the church that plays together stays together. That's what I like to say.
It's a huge icebreaker. Right. It surely is.
So you will enjoy yourself, and you know we get really serious about the Word of God, and we study His Word. So
yes,
if you want to grow,
you
want to explore who Jesus is. That's right.
Bring it on.
Every Sunday, check us out on the web at thechapel.info. Thechapel. Not .org.
Not .com.
We can't afford that kind of big time stuff.
.info.
All right. So our church actually had a really big weekend, did we not?
Yes. It was huge.
It was.
It was the first annual, well, not the first, but it was the biggest annual.
Well, it's the first time we ever did a combined service.
Oh, so then yes, it is the first.
Yeah. I mean, we always have a congregational meeting every year, but this time we had a combined worship service for church.
It was
church
huge. How many people?
I don't know the exact number.
Oh, you didn't get that yet?
I mean,
it was a lot of people.
A lot of people.
It was, if I'm not mistaken, it was, if not over 300, very close to it.
Yeah, I mean, when we the two campuses represents the 350 people on average a week.
Okay.
Yeah, between the two campuses. Hanover is a lot smaller, but
yeah. Hey, we're growing.
We're brand new. We're growing. Yeah, we're not even two yet. We're like infants.
It's definitely it was, and I had to do the announcements. I was shaking in my shoes because I'm like, I have to stand up and talk in front of almost 300 people.
That's right. Oh, you're looking good up there though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
I was
you guys
so
did
nervous.
awesome.
So nervous.
It was such a good time.
Well, I'm just glad everybody enjoyed themselves.
Pastor Scott was up there too. It was a real blessing. This week though, we'll be back to normal. We won't be we were at the Southwestern Middle School.
Yes, we did. We rented that out for the time, and it was like I said, we definitely needed every seat because there's a lot of people there.
It was fun. But this coming week we'll be back to normal.
So if you are coming by,
check that out.
It's what time? 10 in the morning?
At Littlestown, they have 8:30 and 10:30.
There you go.
At Hanover on Westminster Avenue, we are at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So you don't have to go as early as 8:30.
No, you can take a nap. You know, get up, eat some breakfast, fry that bacon,
and then when you come in, the first thing you're doing is listening to music and then playing a game. That's the first thing that's happening.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Definitely check it out.
All right. So what do we got here?
We got snacks. It's Snacktown Faith, is it not?
That's right. It's
I'm
Cheese
ready
Curl Wednesday
for some snacks. So we have two producers today. We have our normal producer,
Zach, over here.
Yes,
he's our main guy.
Yes, and the producer. What is Layden's official title?
Assistant to the producer.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yes. That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about our snack today,
well,
gentlemen.
Today, Pastor Josh, TJ, we are going to be doing cheese curls.
Ooh.
But that's not all.
Okay.
These cheese curls are great. They are custom. They are different than your normal cheese curl.
Okay.
It's not just cheese.
Custom, like they were just made for us?
I mean, I wouldn't say just made for you. You can get them at a store.
Okay. Did Layden make them?
Did you make them? Did you produce them?
That should be the next topic. How do you make cheese curls?
Yeah.
That is a real. I have no idea.
Curls?
We are having not just cheese, not just curl. We're having 4 different exclusive flavors
Ooh, okay.
that I think you guys are going to enjoy.
I'm
So,
excited.
Layden, do you want to give us our first flavor of the day? All right. Here are these wonderful cheese curls for you guys.
Okay.
I'll let you guys try them. And let's have a little bit of fun while we're trying them. I want you guys to guess what's on them. Let's see what you think is on these
Okay,
cheese
this
curls.
Well, I
looks
will say
good.
they look like cheese curls.
Plain old cheese curls. But here's the thing.
All right.
They're not.
These aren't cheese curls?
They are not your normal cheese
Oh, not a
curl.
normal cheese
They're
curl.
not a normal
Okay.
cheese
I think
curl.
like, what is it?
Kind of smells like a little bit of a spicy cheese curl.
Oh, I don't.
These are good.
I just want everyone to know at home that I love cheese curls.
Oh, I know which ones. These are my favorite
Ooh.
ones. These are the honey ones. These are good.
These are spicy and sweet.
They are, in fact, the hot and honey cheese curls. Good job.
Hot
guys.
Are
and
they?
honey cheese curls.
They are the
Oh,
hot
I
and
thought they
honey
were just
cheese
the
curls.
honey ones. These are delicious. This is my first time having these.
Hot and honey.
Are
is
these
really good.
Utz's?
They are, I believe, hers. If I'm correct,
They're hers.
I believe they are hers brand. Yes,
hers is good.
Most of our cheese curls here are hers.
I like her cheese curls.
They're hers cheese curls?
All of them are hers.
I love her. I
Yeah?
love her cheese curls.
They do make a good cheese.
I don't know
curl.
if you should talk to her like that. Hot honey. hers hot honey cheese curl.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad
I could
you
eat the
guys
whole thing
enjoyed
of
the
that.
hot
no,
and
that
honey.
was-
These are
really
a
good.
keeper.
Let's go to our next one. I'll trade you here, Pastor Josh.
Ooh.
These are some-
look good,
They
ladies. and
look
gentlemen.
they look
almost
a
the
lot
same,
spicier.
but you could see the spice in them.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I'll let you guys go ahead and guess.
Mm,
Go
All
ahead
right,
and
what do
cheers
we
them
got
away.
here?
Enjoy.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's strong. Okay.
No. This is the crabby ones.
Yes, it is. You could taste the obey.
Yeah,
They
this
are,
is Old Bay.
In fact, the Old Bay flavored cheese curl.
I
What do you think?
think that it's good. I love Old Bay, but I like it more so on seafood than like everything else, you know?
It kind of tastes like I'm eating a dry crab cake.
Interesting. That's one
It kind
way
of
to put
tastes
it.
like a dry crab cake.
That
This is
one way to
hers
put
as
it.
well.
They are hers. All of the cheese curls you guys are getting today are from hers.
Oh.
It's like a dry, cheesy crab cake. That's what it kind of tastes like.
I like it. I
I'm
like
glad
it.
you guys
They
enjoy
make a
it.
good cheese curl.
It's not that bad.
It's not terrible.
It's
at
not
all.
my favorite. Like
No.
the last one was amazing.
Yeah, that one was really good. The
like
hot
I could
honey-
have eaten. Like I was actually debating whether or not to give it back to you.
Yeah, recommendation hot honey so far.
These you can see there are specks on this one, so I don't know if that's jalapeno.
So this
Or-
one may
I'll
be
give
another
it-
spicy
I'll
one.
give you a good hint. They're Josh's favorite. He was
Oh,
he was
okay.
like
Yeah, here we go.
fascinating about them before this episode. So
This is
that's how you guys know they're good.
That's legit. That has real good jalapeno flavor.
So this is my first time having these, and they are actually really good.
They are the jalapeno poppers.
I see
Yes.
why you enjoy these so much.
It is so good, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think we have a new fan in TJ. It might not be the hot and honey anymore. You might like the
No.
jalapeno.
I mean, the
pepper.
hot and honey is very good. That's either a close second or
Yeah.
rival. It rivals this, but this is so good.
This
The
is really
flavors
good.
really pop. I mean, when you think about snack foods that you've had with jalapeno in it, like this is really
Yeah.
up there.
That's why they're called
Honestly-
jalapeno
So-
poppers, Josh. They pop.
They're probably worse. These are probably worse in like nutrition than jalapeno chips.
Ooh.
But these are better than the jalapeno chips, in my opinion.
I imagine cheese curls are one of the worst for you in the snack food.
All right, well,
Probably.
let's go on to
Category.
our
Just, like,
final
sucks
one.
up grease or something.
All
I don't know.
This is the final one.
This one,
This
doesn't
one,
really smell
these
too
look
much like
very
anything.
basic.
Yeah.
I don't see anything on these.
They look like a normal cheese curl.
yeah.
If you have a sweet tooth, this one would be it, because this is my favorite one. This is the honey cheese curls.
They are, in fact,
These are
Not
honey
the-
favorite?
cheese curls.
Yeah, these are. But I have a sweet tooth, so that's that. I always have a sweet tooth. I just asked my wife if we can get ice cream like today.
You like this better than the hot honey?
No. I like the honey because I like hot and spicy.
Yeah.
But this was my favorite before I tried the hot honey.
The hot honey is so good.
Mm-hmm. But I could eat a whole bag of these.
It's not better than my hot honey at home. Shout out to my wife.
Absolutely. If you're watching, absolutely. I love my wife, though. She's my hot honey.
The producers are looking for the right thumbs up.
Yeah.
Just like gave a thumbs up. Did you do that?
I have my hot honey. He has his hot honey.
Yes.
My hot honey is
We love
spicy.
our hot honeys in a field.
All right. Well,
I don't know which one. Which one do you want? Which one do you vote as the best? We'll keep that as our snack during the rest of the show.
If you're okay with it, only because, well, you know what?
I think that hot honey.
Yeah, we're going to bring the hot honey. It was between.
Be careful how you say that. Bring the hot honey.
It was between the hot honey and the Obey. But
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? You like the Obey that much?
Yeah.
I
like that.
I would disagree with that.
We're gonna sit this here.
I like it, but it's not like way up there. The hot honey, baby.
Well, I will say this: I am from Maryland,
So
so
it's in your
Obey,
veins.
yeah, it's in my blood. Obey is in there.
Yeah.
It's there for the count, and it's not going away.
Okay. Real quick before we move on. Hot honey, number one. Number two, jalapeno? Or number two, Obey?
Okay, I have to say number 2 is jalapeno, and number 3 is Obey. Only because the jalapeno really complements the cheese very well. Whereas though Obey is just kind of an out there type of thing.
Okay.
And then unfortunately, what was my favorite has now gone to the bottom, which is the honey sweet cheese curls.
It's the last place.
It's the last place. And the reason why it's last place
That's
for
sad.
me.
We have a new fan in TJ.
Yeah.
Reason why it's last place for me is because I've
That's
already
deep.
had it. I like it. It's not really spicy. It's more sweet than anything, but you have to kind of hold yourself back from the sweetness,
Right.
But
That was deep. That was deep. We are getting really into the cheese curls right now. This is very serious. All right.
It's delicious.
What do we got for drink today?
So we have some Synergy kombucha. These are really meant to really wash everything down, really clean out, give you some really good immune system support.
Yep. It says it has 9 million living probiotics.
In this one, what some would argue, small little bottle. 9 million in this tiny little bottle.
That's a lot. 9 billion.
Oh, sorry, not million.
Yeah.
Billion.
That's deep.
You know what? If you haven't had kombucha before,
It's an experience.
yeah, I would say try it out before. So don't knock it till you try it.
You got to try it. Pick a
Don't knock it till
flavor
you try
you
it.
think you'll like. I like this one. This is a pink lemonade. What'd you get? You got the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
They have another one called Gingerade, I think is what it's called.
Ginger ale. Oh,
It's very
I had
good.
that one. That one's good.
This one, just so everybody knows, it's very important to have your probiotics, especially during the flu season. That's why we're promoting this.
Honestly, though, there's been so many people that's had the flu.
It's unreal.
And it's happened. It's like once a week, there's somebody. Whether it's in the church, whether it's your coworker, whether it's the kids. Like, there's been one person a week that catches something.
And I don't have any scientific evidence to back this up, but I truly do believe that if you eat enough cheese curls, it will soak up the virus.
That was a pretty good theory, I have to say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what is the game of the day?
Well,
Game of the day.
we're on the topic of cheese curls, aren't we? So
Yeah.
now we have a game.
Where's
based
our
off of
game show
cheese.
music? Ah!
There we go. So we're basing this game today off of cheese, since we're on the topic of cheese curls. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna play Theologian or Cheese.
Let's do it.
The instructions are, it's simple. Determine whether the following weird names are cheeses or theologians. Have fun. Are you guys up for the challenge?
We are.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Do we get to phone a friend every now and then?
I think you can phone a friend.
I'm gonna phone.
Phone a friend.
I mean, I don't have any. I guess the only friend here we have is Layden. But he's pretty smart.
We don't have an entire production team quite yet, but we're getting there. We're working our way up.
Layden's like one of the smartest kids I know. So
There we go. All right. Are you guys ready for question number 1?
Let's do it.
All right. Anthotyros. I don't.
no way is that a cheese.
Anthotyros. Honestly, though, what if we do it and then you are so shocked that it is a cheese?
I would be so shocked.
It could be a cheese.
Okay. What are you saying?
I'm gonna go with theologians.
I'm saying cheese.
All right.
Please be a cheese.
Is it TJ or is it Josh? Is it a theologian or is it a cheese?
Let's see.
It's a cheese.
What kind of cheese is named that way?
I don't know, but I want you to know this. I'm winning.
What's
Josh
the next
with
one?
1 point.
What is the next one?
All right. Question number 2.
Oh.
Boom. I'm going to say boom.
Boom.
Something
I'm gonna go with cheese. I think it's a cheese.
I'm gonna phone a friend.
All right. Layden, they
Layden?
are phoning you.
Just know if you lose, he's blaming you.
Layden says it's a cheese. Okay. I'm gonna go with Layden. Cheese.
All right.
You say cheese or theologian?
Oh, we're both going with cheese. So we're if we lose, I have negative 1 point. If I lose, so
Right. I see the theory. Okay.
All right.
The answer
Is it a theologian or cheese?
it'll just be down to
It's a theologian.
So you have 0 and I have negative 1.
These are good times. It's important to note that I am in the lead.
Wow. Well, it's still 1-0. Still 1-0. Next question here. Leardamer?
Sure.
Leardamer.
Leardamer. That's probably right.
Leardamer.
Leardamer.
Hmm.
What do you guys think? Theologian or cheese?
That's a good question.
Was it Leardamer, right?
Leardamer.
How many times do I get to phone a friend?
I'd say you both get 2.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
That's
since
it.
Zach,
There's only one more, isn't there?
I'm assuming
There's plenty more, but we can.
I get Zach. He knows all the answers. I have to phone him. You already have Layden.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I totally didn't just look it up.
You're supposed to have the answers.
Well, I can't just blatantly give you the answer. That's just being a bad producer.
All right, fine. I'm gonna say theologian.
You're gonna say theologian.
Yeah,
Josh, what are you
that's what I'm
going
going
with? Is that your gut?
I'm going to ask Layden again.
Layden? Okay, so you have 0 phone of friends left.
All
TJ,
right.
you have 1.
You got to bring him on the cam, though.
I don't know here.
Tough.
Sounds like it could be a German philosopher, but
Ooh, it does, doesn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
right. Oh no. This
But
would make
Germans
me
do
right.
like their cheese, and all their names are
that's-
ridiculously long.
Their names are really long.
Cheese?
Layden's going with cheese.
Okay, I'm going with cheese. I'm
All
sticking
right.
with Layden.
Josh is going with cheese.
I'm going with
TJ is
theologian.
going with theologian. Is it theologian or cheese? I think this is the right one. Yes, it is. Is it theologian or cheese? It's cheese.
Why am I always? I feel like you make these games up purposely for me to lose.
No.
Because even in church, I always
just
lose,
want-
except for the one
person-
time.
No. Well, I do make the games up at church. I don't make them up, but this time I had nothing to do with the game. This was all Zach and Layden.
I'm mad at you guys.
Look, you phoned me. I can't give you the answer.
But
That's
you
just
have all the
cheating.
answers.
Yeah, well, that's just cheating.
You should have phoned a friend.
I think for the phone a friend, you should actually pick your phone up and call somebody. I think
Okay,
that's
that's
what
a
we
good
should
idea,
do.
but my phone is currently the camera. So we're so off schedule. One more time, but we get to phone a friend.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We're
Last
gonna
You
time-
get to phone a friend. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
What if they don't pick up?
I'm
Is
just gonna-
that just
I'm
negative
gonna-
for you?
I'm gonna call our house phone, and somebody's gonna answer. I know they are.
All right.
have-
Let me go to it first.
You have to put it like right up to the mic.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am.
This
I
is
am.
match point. We're gonna go match point here. So Josh has 2, but TJ has 0.
Mhm.
If TJ gets this, it's 2-2, and we're gonna do a tiebreaker. But
I'm stopping the winter flu.
if Josh wins, it's game over for you, TJ.
All right, I have the house phone
Okay.
on speed dial.
Question number
All right.
4. Nabulsi.
Oh, I'm going with
Nabulsi.
theologian.
Theologian?
You're supposed to phone a friend.
You know what?
You
You're right. You're right.
forget.
You're right.
Use
You're
your
right.
phone a friend, TJ.
You're right. You're
All right.
right.
All right.
He's just like,
Now
he
we
has
just
so
gotta-
much confidence in himself. Dude,
Awkward
you're losing. You have
silence.
0 points.
Yeah, you're right.
We
I'm
aren't
phoning a
a
friend.
full game show thing, so we can't very well fill the silence while TJ's calling.
Hello. All right. So I have a question for you. All right. What's the
You're on a radio program, by the
What's-
way.
all
Hey,
right,
you're on the
so
podcast.
what's the word?
Nabulsi.
Nabulsi. Is Nabulsi a theologian name or is it a cheese? What do you think?
I'm sorry, what was the name?
So what is Nabulsi?
Nabulsi. Nabulsi.
Nabulsi. Do you think it's a cheese or is it an actual like theologian name?
I would say a name.
Oh, so we're going with theologian, name.
If you win, you get cheese curls.
So you say you're going with the name, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we got that.
Okay.
Well, TJ, your
I'll
phone a friend
say
is expired.
cheese.
Your time's
I'll
run
say
out.
cheese.
All right. Josh is going with cheese.
Yeah.
TJ's going with name.
Babe, this is up. Oh,
Wait, no. Sorry,
Oh,
that
wait,
was the wrong
wait.
one.
Oh no!
I picked the wrong one. I
Babe,
got
we,
your
we
hopes
still
up.
might be in this.
All right. And the answer is, for all the marbles, it's cheese.
Yeah.
Josh
Babe, we lost.
No.
clutched the win.
No cheese curls for you.
We lost.
Yes. Thank you for
Thank
playing,
you
though.
so much, babe. I
Yes,
appreciate this
we
so
loved
much.
it.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Josh is the champion of theologian or cheese.
Let's just get
right.
to the scripture, shall we? Let's just jump right into it. You know, there's no gradual. Let's just do it.
Thank
Where
you
are
for
we at,
playing
Matthew?
the game.
We gotta.
Enjoy your cheese curls,
The
guys.
cheese curls are like, I can't eat anymore.
We might-
I'm gonna like.
Oh yeah, you did eat most of them, so I'll take it from
That
here.
is not true. Maybe 3/4 of them, but at most. God is good. Okay, so we are going to be in Matthew chapter 10. We're going to read 28 through 30. No, 28 through 30.
All right.
All right. And we're just going to bounce this off each other. I'm curious what you think about this, TJ.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We talked about this a couple weeks ago in church,
Mhm.
and Jesus says this, and I think it's like so profound. He
Let's
says,
hear it. Let's hear it.
"Come to me,
Mm-hmm.
all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." It's deep.
So what I get from that, just off of the first initial reaction, that he basically any burdens that we have, we could just kind of just put it on him and not really worry about anything, because we know that he's here to take care of us, and we know that, you know, he's not going to give us anything more than what we can bear. But my question is, what does it mean to what does it mean for the quote is what is it can you just
Your
say
yoke?
Yes your yoke is easy and my burden is weak is that what it was? I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're talking
here we
about
go.
like 29.
Yes.
Yeah. In 29, he says, take my yoke upon you.
Yes.
You know, because obviously it sounds great, right? Come to Jesus if you're weary and heavy laden.
Right.
Is anybody you weary?
Well, what is laden?
Like you're carrying a heavy burden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I hear yolk, I'm sure this is going to relate to everybody else. We think of the yolk of an egg. It's a little orange thing that pops out of the egg whenever you crack it. Is that what we're talking about? Because that yolk is already pretty easy.
No, actually, yolk is more of a tool that's used. You put it on an oxen or some type of animal to then basically attach it to some sort of work, a plow, a load, and that's what they use then to plow a field. I think we have a picture of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's basically, where's the picture?
There is no picture. You never loaded it.
Oh, well,
Oh,
You never
Oh.
loaded the picture, Pastor Josh. I'm sorry.
oh.
I guess we'll never know what
Well, we
what
have
a
no
yolk is.
picture. So
Well,
it's,
what
but
are
it's
you
very
looking for?
simple.
let's really
It's
tell
like-
it to them.
So you put it around the ox,
Okay.
and you can tie it to another ox, but you always put it into a load and like a plow or something,
Mm-hmm.
and that would then actually plow the field.
So it's kind of like one of those things. I guess you put around a horse for them to pull a carriage.
Yeah, I mean,
Similar
it's-
to that?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
And same
okay.
thing for that, and so what Jesus is saying here, he's like, yeah, put it on. I want you to put on my.
Oh,
Yoke.
so put
I want
that
you to
weight.
be attached to me.
Mm-hmm.
Basically that I am directing you, that I am leading you, that I'm Lord. Let me be your Lord. I am Lord. Come and
Oh,
and
there
live
we go.
under me.
There's a yoke.
Yeah, that's an example of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I know a lot of those types of things that they use those for farming, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
So the real question I think then is if it's so easy, does that mean it's easy to follow Jesus?
Oh, definitely not. Yes and no. It's all about what you're willing and not willing to do, because a lot of people, it's really hard for them to open up. And I know a lot of people that are like that it's really hard for them to open up, express themselves, and not being able to do that. It's really hard for them to let go a lot of that burden that they have in them. They have to carry everything on their shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that being said, no, in that aspect, I don't think it is. But at the same time, if you really get to know Jesus and understand, where he's coming from, the love that he has to offer, I mean, you could really put it all there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if Jesus is saying that you come to me, I'm going to give you rest, like that sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But in other passages, he says, if you want to follow me, like he says to the rich man, there's a passage where a rich man comes to Jesus and he says, like, what do I have to do to enter the kingdom of heaven? What do I have to do to follow you? And he says, knowing that he was a rich man,
Yeah.
he says, I want you to sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and come follow me.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's other passages where he says, to a guy that wants to bury his father, he says, if you want to come follow me, let the dead bury the dead. He says, just come follow me.
Wow. That's
stiff.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then there's another passage where he says, if you want to follow me, you need to pick up your own cross and follow me, just like I did.
That
is
I was-
deal.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that's pretty
Right.
strong, because I mean, if you think about like how much that cross is worth, first of all, it's actually really heavy.
heavy
it's
it
all
is.
itself. I mean, it's literally made out of all wood. Whenever they made that thing, I mean, imagine
It'll-
carrying it miles.
Yeah.
You know,
And it cost Jesus his life.
yeah. On top of other things, like he
Yeah.
already had to go through some
He was-
type of abuse before that.
Oh, the disfigurement, the just the reality of that is
Mhm.
crazy. So, is it easy? How do you say it's easy and it's light, and then in the same breath you say that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It can get pretty tough, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of dissect this scripture a little
Yeah.
bit, to really dive deep into sorry. The kombucha.
Too much kombucha.
The kombucha.
This is stiff stuff. It's stiff stuff.
When it's that acidic, it sits in your throat a little bit. But
No.
I really wanted to dissect this scripture to really understand
Yeah.
where it's coming from.
Yeah, and you know, I guess if we go back to verse 29,
Mhm.
and if you see it there, it says, "Take my yoke upon you, learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart." Like, okay, if you're actually, you know, putting on Jesus, trusting Him alone, you're trusting that He is gentle. You're trusting that He's not going to abuse you.
Right. Yeah.
You're trusting that He has your best thing at heart. And then in verse 28 where it says, "And I will give you rest."
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Yeah. What does that mean? Like,
That's a
what
good question.
I will give you rest.
I mean,
What do you think he means by "I will give you rest"?
that I really do feel like he's saying that I'm what you need. I'm all you need.
Yeah.
When you rest from something, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, you're not. Yeah. You're not
When-
wrong. I mean, you're just.
You're
I mean, it's just. Let's just say. I mean, in this aspect, I kind of take it as. Let's just say you had let's just say you had a hard day at football practice. You're sweating. You come home and you just lay on the bed and you're just like all done. You're tired. You're like relaxing a little bit, rejuvenating yourself. I feel like in that aspect, that's kind of what it means. You just came from a long run and now you're tired. You know, you're burdening yourself by putting yourself through all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in a way, it's just like, well, don't worry about it. God's got it.
yeah. And there are so many things that are burdens in our lives.
Mhm.
I mean, you said you were dealing with some stuff with family members.
Yeah, I mean, I have. I feel like within a 2-week span, I had 3 to 4 of my family members either get murdered or passed away,
Oof.
and it was definitely tough. And trying to get past of it because you're already grieving over
Yeah.
one person, and then
Were
next
you
you know,
close with
just
some of them?
I was closer with my uncle. He was my uncle Leonard. He was in my life a lot when I was younger. In slowly getting older, whenever I would see him, he would always say, he would always tell me, "Man, you're looking strong. You're getting big. You're looking real strong."
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it is just
Now,
now
was he one that passed away or was he one that was killed?
passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just he passed in a sleep.
Uh,
You know, but yeah, I mean, I remember seeing him every weekend. He would be so happy to see me. Between me and my sisters, he would give me a nice firm handshake because he was in the military.
yeah.
He was in the military, and then he would grab my arm and be like, "Man, you're getting strong."
Yeah.
Every single time, and it was really, really fun hearing him talk,
Yeah.
listening to him with all his stories and everything like that. But yeah, he was a pretty good man. He was a pretty good man. But it's like I said, I mean, all that stuff is really tough to go through, especially when you have somebody go
It
that you
is.
were pretty
And
close to.
if you think about like kind of just a heaviness that you feel in this passage,
Mhm.
you know, that would be some of it, you know, like
Yeah,
these
absolutely.
people are important to you. And the fact that they're gone is
Mhm.
just as hard to bear, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's, you know, other burdens in our lives too that are just so hard. Like you want to be a good husband.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be good at your job. You want to provide, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, everybody has more. You don't know what that person might be going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's always going through something. They may look like they have it all. They may, feel like they do whatever, but everybody is going to have their own, burden. So for everybody out there, what I wanted to kind of tell you guys is if you are going through anything, pray about it, look to Jesus for it and really just kind of lay it all on him.
And I think that's where we need to go with this because what he's saying is all these things, you're actually picking up the yoke of these things and trying to carry that instead of just him alone.
Yeah.
You know, when we talked about the rich man,
Mm-hmm.
the rich man was told to sell everything because Jesus is more important than that.
Correct.
Maintaining that wealth,
Right.
and trying to keep that wealth and do that, earn that
Mhm.
wealth and all the burden that held on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not meant for that, the stuff with trying to keep our relationships, trying to be pure, trying to be moral,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
weight of the
All
law.
of that stuff is really hard and it's tough.
Yeah. And this passage is actually directly talking about the law of the Lord. Like you put that on you, like you're going to carry it yourself. You're going to accomplish it so that you're holy.
Mhm.
It's not possible. You need to put that down. You need to put the wealth down. You need to put your own desires down. You need to put your sadness down. You need to put all the relationships down and pick up the yoke of Jesus alone. And you'll find that he'll actually give you rest, satisfaction, real satisfaction.
I like how you put that.
That's
like
where it is.
It's satisfaction. It's, you know, a feeling of accomplishment where you don't have to worry about anything. It's just it's done.
You just worry about your relationship with the Lord and what he has for you. And that's where the ease and the light burden comes from. The heaviness that we talk about following Jesus is actually not from Jesus. It's from all the other burdens, all the other yokes that we're wearing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. His yoke is easy.
Yeah, dude.
His yoke is easy. So let it be easy.
You know, if you're hearing this today and you're thinking, okay, I need that, I'm not sure I understand that, then I would keep coming to church. I would plug in maybe at one of our campuses.
Yeah.
And I'd also say, approach Jesus like a child. I need you. I need you.
Read that scripture. Was it Matthew 10:29?
Yep. Matthew 10. We read 28, 29, and 30.
Yep.
Yep. And you can read that whole section. I think it'll be a blessing to you.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
I think that's it today.
Yeah, brother.
Awesome. Give me some. Heck yeah. I will see you guys. We will see you guys next
Enjoy
time
your
on
cheese
Snack
curls,
Time
friends. Get out there.
Get yourself
Enjoy
some
some
kombucha.
kombucha. That's right. We'll see you next time.